Civil services, so constitutional position, recruitment, training building, code of conduct, grievance redressal, and civil service neutrality and activism, and concept of civil service neutrality in India. So the civil service of India refer to the permanent bureaucracy of the government of India. The civil service system is the backbone of the administrative machinery of the country. The present modern civil service of India is a legacy of empirical civil service of British India. It was formed after independence of India from the British India. It was Sardar Patel's vision that the civil service should be strengthened cohesion and national unity. He wanted a strong and vibrant federal administrative system in which the All India service would play an important role. True to the value of the integrity, impartiality, merit remain the grouping of the principle. The member of the civil service serve as the pleasure of the President of India. Article 311 of Constitutional of the India deal with dismissal, removal and reduction of the persons employed in civil service. No person who is member of civil service of the Union or All India service or the civil service of a state or hold a civil post under the Union or state shall be dismissed or removed by the authority subordinate to that which he was appointed. No such person as aforesaid shall be dismissed or removed or reduced in rank except after an inquiry in which he has been informed of the charge against him and given a reasonable opportunity of being heard in respect of the charge, provided that there is a proposal after such inquiry to impose upon him such penalty. Such penalty may be imposed on the basis of the evidence adduced during the such inquiry, and it shall not be necessary to give such person any opportunity making representation of the penalty proposed, provided further that this clause shall not be applied where a person is dismissed or removed or reduced in rank of the ground of conduct which has led to the conviction of criminal charge, where the authority empowered or dismiss or remove a person or to reduce him the rank is satisfied that for the reason to recorded by the authority in writing it is not reasonably practicable to hold such inquiry, where the president or the governor as the case may be is satisfied that the interest of security of state is not expedient to hold the inquiry. If in respect of any such person of aforesaid a question arise whether it is reasonably practicable to hold such inquiry, the decision thereon be authority empowered to dismiss or remove such person or to reduce him in the shall be rank of the final. Article 312 provided for the creation of All India service. An All India service is different from both the center and the state service. An All India service can be created only if the Council of State required by resolution supported by not less than a two-third majority that is necessary in the national interest to create one or more such All India service. Originally, there was only two All India service, namely the Indian Administrative Service and Indian Police Service. Legislatures were enacted 1962 for the establishment of three more All India service. There are Indian Service, Engineering, Indian Police, Forest Service, and Indian Medical Service and Health Service. Only Indian Forest Service was accepted as a All India service. The modern Indian Forest Service was established 1966 under the All India Service Act 1951. So all India, there are the All Indian Service. Civil Service recruitment. The All India Service Act 1951 empowered the Government of India to make, after consultation of state government, rule for the regulation for the recruitment and condition for the service person appointed by All India Service. So the Indian Administrative Service and the Indian Police Service are recruited through the direct recruitment through competition examination and Union Public Service Commission, promotion from the member of the state civil service and state police service. The scheme of direct recruitment has evolved through the year. Prior to 1979, UPSC used to conduct a combined competitive examination, IAS, IPS, Central Service Class 1, Class 2. The age limit IAS and the Central Service of 21 to 26 year. For the IPS, it was 20 to 26. There are relaxation given to the age limit SC/ST candidate where the permitted to take the attempt within the permissible age limit. So the UPSC appointed a committee on the recruitment and selection method under the dismissal of D.S. Kothari, which submitted its reports. Most of the recommendation was implemented. Therefore, the scheme of competitive examination was changed and conducted. The committee recommended it for the conducting examination in three phases: preliminary, a multiple choice question, mains consisting essay question and interview personality. This was implemented by the government. The preliminary examination was introduced to weed out the less fit candidate and reducing the number of applicable manageable limit. So Kothari committee recommended for the age limit of 21 to 26, the age limit of 28 age. So the age limit was operation was when the government reconsidered matter and reduced the upper limit of 26. However, because of the demand for the various section of society, the upper age limit restored the 28 year. The candidate has to choose to answer the general study and optional paper. and either the English or in any other language included in the 8th schedule of Indian Constitution. The number of the attempt was increased from 3. Another committee headed by Satish Chandra, the former UGC chairman, was considered to review evaluate to the system of the selection and introduced. The committee reported and the government of India implemented some of the recommendation from onwards. So the committee was satisfied with 2 phases of examination. It recommended introduction essay paper in the mains examination so as to the test candidate linguistic skill, capacity, comprehension ability, integrated thinking and assimilation, idea, clarity of expression. The committee was recommended increasing the marks of interview. Preliminary examination 150, 300, paper 1 for the qualifying 200, 300, 300. This was 2300 marks. Now the 7-member committee was expert Yoginder K. Alak, former Union Minister, Vice Chancellor of the Jawaharlal Nehru University, was set up the Union Public Service Commission to look into the civil service. The committee dealt with the eligibility parameter and the desired characteristics of the candidate in terms of knowledge, skill and attitude of modalities, identifying the most suitable candidate. The candidate found the serious deficiency in the system of recruitment. The committee submitted the reports and the preliminary examination should be made more objective. Mains examination should be papers diverse topic. The recruitment and training civil service should be long-term exercise. The civil service should be exposed to field-oriented development. Then remain in touch with the people. Grassroots, the civil service should be develop the ability of the work closely to civil society. Now reorient the civil service in context of diminishing the role of the providing direct economic service, state growing importance in economic and social sector. Now growing renewable sources and the need of to protect vulnerable groups. So there has been the significant erosion of spread the corps. Though some member of the civil service have maintained a firm commitment to the high standard of ethics and service nation, many others reached the code of professional conduct and entered the unethical symbolic pact of convenience mutual recommendation with influential politician and business interests. The posting and the transfer have become a tool in the hand of the political executive to force the civil servant comply with the dictate. The ARC recommended the change in the civil service examination pattern, and the ARC suggested the UPSC should only keep to compulsory GS paper and AC paper. Mains examination also suggests that there should be not optional paper. Finally, UPSC leadership was only preliminary examination in new pattern. Preliminary exam consists of the paper, objective question, CSET paper and the complete overall civil service examination pattern introduced UPSC. When the completely new pattern introduced, there was the huge cry from all the sections of society. Therefore, UPSC made a few change after a number of deliberation and came out with the new pattern. This was the as per the new pattern, and the competition examination comprises the successive changes. Civil service preliminary examination for the selection of candidate, then civil service mains examination. The preliminary examination pattern remains the same with the pattern introduced 2001. Preliminary examination is mean for the screening, then mark obtained by preliminary examination candidate who are declared qualified. Mains examination will not be counted, determining final order. The number of the candidate to be admitted mains examination will about 12 to 13, and now services in post only those candidates who are declared the commission to have a qualified preliminary examination in a year will eligible for this. So this part 1A will be the one of the Indian language to be selected by the candidate from the language include the 8th schedule of the constitution, English essay, general study 1, 2, 3, and the economic development, biodiversity and environment, general study 4, and the aptitude, then general study paper 1 and 2. So weightage marks of the interview will be the 13% and 13.04%, 52%. Now earlier it was 54%. Now approximately in case of general study weightage marks have been 49%. Now the Kiran Agarwal committee constituted the Department of Personnel and Training under the Ministry of Personnel and Public Grievance. The role of this committee was the recommendation regarding the overall training. Kiran Agarwal, revision of the syllabus, revision of the pedagogical method and technique, revision of the system of evaluation, revision of the structure and revision during the oral training. So main recommendation of Kiran Agarwal committee, one of the main recommendation was to reduce the oral training periods, to keep the duration of foundation course same, the 15-week. To has the proposal reduce the duration of training, to introduce the well-organized mid-career training program for 4 years, and it has suggested that the emphasis should be given to the on-job practical training, and young officers to have a more time in learning sub-divisional magistrate. Practical training should be a field posting district whereby the training officers function independently. The service of IAS officer reviewed in 10, 20 and 25. Therefore, the reforms are need to be the 4 to provide further strength of the country. This is because as now The reforms are not been up to the mark and have not matched the continuous transaction. So a lot of focus was right now the classroom lecture as well as there which are stretched to the induction program. In 1969, the committee therefore suggested keeping the change in social needs of the mind. An induction program should be 75 weeks. More emphasis on job practical training would be enable an officer to get the more time in the learning the subdivisional magistrate also practical training at the field position levels district enable. Now bringing down the periods would also help in mitigating the security junior level. Now root of the identify the bureaucracy impregnate more accountability professional. It is the IS training module and the recommendation of Kiran Agarwal, director of the Lal Bahadur Shastri the academy which is responsible for conducting the training of IS officer. The counter review is that while India is the verge of changing economic reform, governance and development, it is therefore good administration wisdom to continue with the same 2-year training program. Argue the increase in the public-private partnerships and as well as increase the multi-dimensional kind of level also would need to completely different kind of approach in the public administration. For this overall 2-year training program is required, although there is need of the effective transformation training and modern education in order to maintain the coordination and bureaucratic functioning. This is led to the accountability, productivity, efficiency and professionalism. This is because the meritocracy recruitment UPSC should be accordance with high quality intense training. Training and capacity building. Training of administrative has been recognized as an important instrument of administration change in most developing country. Whatever the system recruitment may be, there is a need for improve the capability of civil servant. Training means act as a process of making the person fit to perform certain tasks. Training is necessary because no matter how well the qualified person may be at the time of recruitment, he still has certain inadequacy and therefore must to learn before becoming a really effective civil servant. In fact, there is absolutely no doubt that training and capacity building enhance the performance of administrator. They are improving the overall performance. The objective of training is keeping up to date, the enhancing the professional knowledge, skill needed, better performance and organization, promotion of better understanding, requirement, well sensitization of professional, socio-economic, political environment in which the perform the bring about the right attitudinal orientation. Number of training institutions were set up the national level and the foremost effort to the reorganization national academic administration now carries the Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy. Mussoorie is the premier institution dedicated to training of the officers and the states have established their administrative training program. Foundation, Trekking Festival, Village Tour, Elementary Law is the economic and public administration. This could be the bridge between the word college education and government. It allows the new recruitment to understand the nitty-gritty of administration. In the addition to the training, so develop the team spirit and strength of the leadership, dedicated extracurricular activities such as the trekking festival and village tour. Remaining 12 weeks shoots to be the provided training in work course and elementary course economics and public administration management. IAS program 24-week knowledge, 52-week district administrative training and the practice of knowledge and gain to the first academy. So the academy Labasana 24-week. Then here the officer met the aware of the law, socio-economic condition, revenue administration, history, culture, language. Labasana knowledge again to be the put one guidance in this. The training allow the officer to reflect the knowledge and the experience which gain the field training also. Mid-career training will be there. So officer updating the knowledge skill in the mid demands of dynamism and it allow the officer to learn the new skill require the higher education. It provide the officer the opportunity to acquire the knowledge of sector and assign from the time to time. Thus this is develop the job competency and new job profile and take the attribute required the newly promoted job, thereby helping the superiors. Every government servant should undergo a mandatory training induction stage and periodically during this successful completion this training should be minimum necessary conditions. Subsequent promotion mandatory introduction of training should be prescribed. Group D also a monitoring mechanism set up to overseeing the implementation of national training. The practice having a common foundation course and service a journalist specialist technical should continue and service the Institute of Secretariat Training Management may be developed. Then all civil service should undergo the mandatory training before the promotion of each should be evaluated and successful completion of the training program mandatory promotion. The objective of mid-career training developed to career learning opportunity, relevant specific domain specialization. Public servants should be encouraged to obtain higher academic qualification and write paper of the authority in general. Strong network training institution should be union and state need to be the build up the career training requirement And however, instead of the spreading resources, larger number of institutions, a few institutions should be identified the capacity building and upgradation. The composition of Labasna and the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel and Indira Gandhi National and also the state administrative training will be there. The governing body should be the adequate, empowered, and institute good governance, maybe the upgrading the existing national and document. So training necessary to raise the skill and versatility and adaptability. Training is process of learning the sequence of program and knowledge and related process. It's covered not only the activity but the performance and bring the growth, personality, help the employee progress toward the maturity, actualization of potential capacity, good employee, but also a better man and woman. Education is the understanding, interpretation of knowledge. Training designed to managerial and development. It's mold the civil servant attitude. It prevent the manpower obsolescence. It conscious deliberate plan efforts. It's a continuous process. It's mean imparting the instruction about the particular work and profession. It improve the skill, knowledge, effectiveness, and the preparing the civil service higher responsibility on job instruction, vestibular training, demonstrate example, lecture method, group discussion and case study, syndicate method, conference and role playing, T group, formal informal training, short term long term training, pre entry post entry training, centralized decentralized training, oriental training and skill training. Code of conduct. Ethics is a set of principle right conduct. It is beings define the set of value and principle, help to guide the behavior, choice and action, help to decide whether one's actions are right or wrong. Organization as well as the individual with ethical standard. These standards help to ensure the individual belonging to the organization has a consistent approach, responsibility in making decisions. These are the ensure a member of the organization maintain the consistent appropriate behavior toward one another and toward client and person. So civil servant has special obligation because they are responsible managing the response entrusted by the community because of the provided delivery service. Community as they take important decision affects and are all aspect of community life. Most country have the reform in the civil service such as the New Zealand, Australia, UK have the established set of the principle, and this was the value and the legality enforceable code of conduct setting the standards of behavior as expected working in civil service in the UK following the recommendation of Nolan Committee standards public service civil service code are incorporated in this. So on the 1966 PH Harold Wilson announced the House of Commons the appointment of Committee on Civil Service, which is known the Fulton Committee, to examine the structure, recruitment, management, including the training, home civil service, and to the recommendation. The committee was not entirely happy with the reference, but many changes occurred. Civil service period arose out and recommendation. The committee reports put the reports on the committee. So the finding of the Fulton Committee CS was essentially based on cult of amateur journalists, and they were moved too frequently from job to job. Not specific professional education and training was their work. Rigid system of classes. The committee also looked where the classes Britain has developed the spatial connotation which could produce the feeling inferiority, and the alternative the committee proposed the occupational group and categories. Many scientists, engineers, and the professional specialists responsibility authority reserve. The committee recommended the provide the training. Committee considered the CS skilled manager. So also the recommended the principal accountable manager be introduced. Committee considered that there is not enough contact between the CS and the rest of the community. So the committee therefore recommended greater openness and less anonymity and greater mobility of the staff and service. Also the short-term appointments, temporarily interchange, and the industry of commerce. So there were the major defects in the personal management, and there was the enough career planning, communication, and bed between the CS and communication department, establishment and division treasury. The committee which therefore recommended creation of new civil service department and would continue to operate, and the adoption of new recruitment procedures. So competition of the introduction of the containing do and don'ts was ensured, which the collectively called the conduct rules. The competition was the converted from this allegiance of the various ideal enshrined in the preamble of constitution, appointing the functioning, good governance, betterment of the people, duty to objectivity, impartiality, accountability, transparency, maintenance, hierarchical standards, merit should be criteria, selection of the civil service consistence, cultural, ethnic, and diversity, nation, ensuring economic avoidance and wastage and expenditure, provision for healthy and congenial work environment, communication, consultation, cooperation, performance, work function will be there. So this is about the rules, while the compelling to the general norms like the maintaining integrity, absolute devotion to duty, and categorizing the specific activity deemed to be undesirable because of code of conduct do not constitute the code of ethics. So the draft also the advised the Public Service Code and Public Service Management Code, laying down the duty and responsibility. Violation of code will be the invite punishment akin to the current major minor penalties and institution. A public service authority is also advised to oversee the implementation of code of value indicate about and the matter of the value and code to the commission has decided to detail examination bill and appropriate mat the Indian service is the rule replaced by the 1969 rule and now suspended only the recommendation of the committee. So until now the center could suspend IAS officers. Central Review Committee bureaucrat would step into the picture only if the suspension was to continue beyond the year. The new rules will be the kicked and the deliberation will be the backdrop of the IAS officer including the Ashok Khemkar, Durga Shakti Nagpal, and states will now be the informed center within the 48 hours, suspending all India service and copy of the suspension order. Reason for the suspension have been communicated, and now states cannot keep the officer suspended beyond 30 days. So it will now be the secretary of the DOPT chairperson and the member will be the DOPT established officer secretary. IAS officer posted previously. The committee headed by the secretary of the minister concerned and it was the opinion of the DOPT. New rule also will be the memorial against the disciplinary action and all India service officer must be forwarded to the center with the ministry state comment of the 30-day receipt or central government will take the decision on the advance copy of the appeal. Now grievance redressal is the mechanism is part and parcel of the machinery of the any administration. No administration can be claimed to be accountable, responsible, user friendly unless it has established efficient effective grievance redressal mechanism. In fact, the grievance redressal mechanism or organization is a gauge of measure and efficiency, effectiveness, its proper important feedback. Grievance redressal mechanism is the legislature, executive and non state mechanism. In executive mechanism, grievance is point out the government of India. This is the primarily because of Department of Administration Reform and Public Grievance, Ministry of Personnel, Public Grievance and Pension, Director of Public Grievance and Cabinet Secretary is the Department of Administration Reform and Public Grievance is nodal agency for the policy making. The department issued the following important guidelines all ministry and central government to handle the grievance redressal and to strengthen the grievance for order to the make administration more responsible and in order to achieve the all department designated senior officer director public grievance and the every office including all organization observe every Wednesday in the meeting day to day and central secretariat office when the director of public grievance should be available. The desk 1000 hour to the receive the here the public grievance and the field level office here the contact with the public have to also declare one day week to the meeting list. They deal with the every grievance in fair, objective and just manner. Analyze the public grievance and have the identification of grievance and area and modification policy procedure could be undertaken view and make the delivery service easier and expeditious. Issue booklets, pamphlets about the scheme and the public indicating the procedure manner which will be the available and right authority contacted to the service. Pick up the grievance, appear in newspaper column and relate to them to the team remedial action. Strengthen the machinery, redress the public grievance meeting and Wednesday displaying the name, designation, room number, telephone number. Set up the staff grievance redressal machinery and the disposal strategies related to the public grievance, annual action plan, annual administrative reports. Now limit for the disposal of work related to the public grievance and inform the complaint to the name, designation, office, telephone number, official who are proposing this case. Constitute the Lok Adalat and the state staff Adalat if already constituted every quarter for the quicker disposal of this and the constituted social audit panel so already constituted for the examining public interface view to recommending essential change. Establish a single window system point to public contact whenever possible to facilitate disposal application. Separate about the directory of the pertaining public grievance redressal officer. Issue a reasonable act and the grievance rejected. Quarterly progress report regarding the receipt and disposal of grievance received to the disposal ministry department under the should be monitored joint secretary. Early ministry department should prepare the consultation direction of the officer holding the public staff governance and ministry organization so should give the wide publicity. Broader audio and visual capsule and sport website focus attention on analysis public grievance, identify the grievance prone areas, implement the system change brochure and pamphlet, prepare the various ministry departments, substitute the attached autonomous agency. Citizen level satisfaction should be measured in order to make the grievance redressal careful analysis, decision grievance to be fairly and senior level, forwarding the grievance to the department concerned, prompt redress, reply to the complaints informing the details authority and the obtaining the reports from the department concerned. Civil service neutrality and the activism. There are some principles that are the followed in administration of country across the world. The Cardinal Triumvirate principle, modern day administration, impartiality, anonymity, neutrality. These three principles are much Weberian principle. The Weberian principle observes that the bureaucracy being an instrument should be impartial implementing the policy. The bureaucracy should be non-discriminatory, rather based on law impartiality. It is very well established that bureaucracy is an instrument and should not take credit for their performance. And it should also be free from any harassment so that it can carry out the administration without any fear. In other words, the bureaucracy should be faceless. It is the elected political representative who are held accountable and given the credit to the good work. The bureaucrat, unlike the politician who are the layman, is body expert. The bureaucrat provide the valuable input to the elected political representative. The bureaucrat, while formulating the policy related to the people, should not be driven to the political learning agenda. It literally means that the bureaucracy has to be neutral. So civil service neutrality is a sine qua non of the well-functioning administration system. So very clear to retain the confidence of people, to retain the confidence of the political master, to retain the confidence of bureaucracy. Is established the Mastermind Committee of United Kingdom. Concept of become the civil service neutrality most of the country. The concept of civil service neutrality may be better understood having a close look onto the relation between the civil service political master and evaluation of respective. In addition to the study of the number of the system across the world, especially those developed country, to the understand the concept of neutrality holistic manner, number of the scholars have expressed their view on neutrality. Some notable Rockman, Abrach, and the Putnam has come to the different perspective. The staged relationship between the civil service and political master based on principle of political administration dichotomy. It was believed there should be no meeting point between political and administration. Both have been treated differently. The politician are political master were the responsible for monitoring policy. Administration had nothing to do with the formulation of law by politician. The administration has to simply implement the law formulation by the politician with the neutrality. This means the bureaucracy or for the matter of administration divorced from politics. So this relation between the civil service and political master image the aptly described the statement. The civil service proposed, the ministry dispose, and civil service implement. By this bureaucracy began to play some role in the formulation of process. Nevertheless, the final decision were taken the politician master and role of the bureaucracy more advisory. So the period of marked by the increase the politician role of bureaucracy. However, the nature of the role of political master is still different from the bureaucracy. 20th century, this stage is popularly referred to the period of hybrid model. There are hardly any difference in the role of the political master and bureaucracy. Most appropriate example of Japan and France. This civil service can contest with the election and various political position. After that, this came back to the occupy the previous office. In Germany and England, the secretary will occupy the highest echelon civil service just next to the Ministry of Cabinet. The bureaucracy usually tries to understand the empathy of the politicians. So on other hand, they are the political master who could sympathize to understand the various intricate complications and implications. And this role was civil service politicians were becoming more and more interchangeably. Representative bureaucracy, the meaning of this is not very clear. It understood as a civil service representative proportionally every state, caste, class, and religious group of population. It is also interpreted to mean the bureaucracy consisting of social, religious, racial group. The research conducted the socio-economic profile higher civil service, particularly Indian administrative service, are very few, but the large their study has brought out the higher civil service journalists as a specialist and this upper income level family urban developer. There are two important assumptions behind the concept of representative bureaucracy. Firstly, every group have equal political rights according with the proportions. Secondly, the civil service carry out the attitude, prejudice, and class into bureaucratic position. But both the assumption questionable. Firstly, in the social political power equally shared the all group, and similarly the behavioral pattern of individual civil servant are not found the merely based on the location in the social group, but behavior is generally agreed the shaped by the dominant influence like the experience, education, socialization. This is evident to what the Subramaniam says. The subject we are familiar with the aristocrat, rich heirs, and passionate sympathy for the working class. On the other hand, the proportion of the deviation among the member of the lower class who worked to this and held the observe the high. It has suggested that the main bourgeois climbed lower class, the upward mobile, upper present condition anyway shared and the sympathized beginning of the climb itself and the proven existent for this norm and probability of high proportion. So, concept of the civil service neutrality is the Nehru era, Gandhi era, and the civil service activism era. Nehru era was concept of civil service neutrality was the based on the image second and civil service process minister for neutrality concern R.N. Banerjee observed were occasion of the subordinate and embarrassment of the initial day. Now civil service used to operate the fearless freedom and commitment to law. The civil service did not hesitate to oppose the politician if the politician were wrong. For the instance, Lobo Prabhu who used to bluntly speak the politician that does not want to influence without the having a look over the file. In some occasion, Govind Narayan used to private notes of ministry and the minister in the most of cases was the file in the right manner. So legacy of the British system, the Indian civil service very powerful, autonomous. In the addition, it enjoyed the complete freedom of in functioning. Indian administrative services and now Nehruvian tradition value was the most of the politicians were men of principle value. In fact, they followed the traditional principle. So G.V. Pant and the Jayaprakash Narayan, one pertinent instance, Sardar Patel used to organize which civil servants shared their value and he ensured the complete freedom independence. He also provided strength of civil servant and time to time value. The principle got slowly diluted. The initial day the independence would mark the Nehruvian euphoria of aspiration meanwhile the country was failing economically. Now toward the end of the hopes aspiration repeatedly shattered, the poverty illiteracy continued the scenario, and this was the bureaucracy in some failure of the whole administrative attributed system. So the Congress faced the threat and the losing the power on the 14 states and the 8. This is the popularly referred the first political urgency. Yogendra Yadav. So concept Nehruvian committed bureaucracy emerged in India. Morarji Desai. Other political leaders believed to be the neutrality bureaucracy obstructionist, bringing the about indifferent attitude of status quo. They believe the concept neutrality bureaucracy is relevant in fast developing society. The voice of committed bureaucracy, though neutral bureaucracy was very much required, but its actual practice, the bureaucracy was driven by political view and agenda on political master. The argument appointed by the commitment bureaucracy was that the political parties voted power for people. By voting political party, the people have voted for political agenda and the party enjoys the mandate of people. Thus, the civil service are expected to support the political. This literally means the politician in civil service. Initial step also in civil service, the resistance was weak and short-lived. This was the well-expressed statement. Without the murmurs, they fall in line. When asked to the band the began to the crown, this was the because political master had an instrument to exploit the civil servant. The political master used transfer and posting and tool to ban the resistance from the civil servant. Ultimately, the civil servant became the politician, civil servant, and the yes man. This was the stage where the civil servant began to anticipate the mind of minister to remain in the good book for office. By early, the neutrality of civil service completely fractured. This was the vividly expressed the emergency. This duly established the Shah Commission juncture and civil service activism. Toward this late, the civil servant began to oppose the maladministration, corruption, and politician. Khernar, Mumbai came to the public media, disclosed the dirty work. He was suspended for physical abuse. Later on, the go back to the job. Director Lal Bahadur Shastri and the IS probationer were criminal minded, assaulted, and the Appu wanted to terminate the practitioner. And now probationer has political backing. Appu could not be terminated probationer. Sanjay Pandey, Deputy Commissioner Police Mumbai, instrument in unearthing the various financial schemes during the Singh of Economic Offence Wing. This was the slew of transfer inconvenience. Nirmal Kumar Singh, DIG, Central Bureau of Investigation, close monitored the Bofors case, handled the Kissa Kursi ka and Indira Gandhi during this Janata Party government. So this assigned the case, and this was the Ajay alleged to have remitted. Now, though civil service were the performing their duty, but the phase is referred to the civil service action era. This is because they do not remain the boundary of the law, came out the public and exposed the disclosed thing. The bigger question was where the civil service activism desirable. The view was divided. Some of the era favored, some of the opposition. Many scholars like supported the civil service activism. Some well-known phases who supported civil service activism were the Nana Palkiwala and Tinaikar. Palkiwala observed that the G.R. Khermara done the right thing to wrong way, but the God forbid he should learn to do the wrong thing and right way. Like this showed and the unscrupulous politician by the stating Palkiwala literally support the civil service activism and thinker service teacher and obey the superior, and how to exploit the subordinate. The rule provide the no space for right people. Many scholars like the SS Tinankar believe that the administrative system is staggered and good are left no choice. The truth is that there is only two options available with the executive party to spoil to oppose by coming out in open. The good one chose to go to the law come unopened. There are also many scholars who are against the civil service activism. Some of there are Soman, D. Joseph and the Sauja. Their scholar believe they are intent to write the act of activism by the civil servant may be the serious consequences ramification in the administration. It may bring the servant have the serious consequences ramification in administration. It may bring the indiscipline, chaos, some of the break service rule and become the short-lived popularity. This is the scholar also provided suggestion to how to go to long occasion. Civil servant should not be party to spoil. The civil servant should be neutral political influence but should not be apathic and indifferent to the political master. The civil servant should remain neutral to be committed to ethos of constitution. One need not be sacrificed in integrity, neutrality. A neutral civil servant can be activist civil servant. It is the method that approach the differences. In simple word, the civil servant must be at most inferred to the system but committed to constitutional ethos. Deshmukh, the former cabinet secretary, believed that bureaucrats should be played with the politicians and should underscore how to political work. They should be guide the self-imposed code of conduct and enforce the committed peers. If they are restless, then they can't be the social activist. Arvind Kejriwal, Aruna Rai, very unfortunate the character of this. The on 21 civil service they observed the civil service to the dedicated and recommitted themselves and curse of people. It provided the unique opportunity for introduction, also tracking future strategy, deal with the challenges being posed by challenging time. On the occasion, all officers of central and state government has honored excellence in public administration. PM Award Excellence Public Administration is presented in category. Under this scheme, the award instituted and the officer included the group of organization. So award include the medal scroll and this was case of this group. 5 lakh was the maximum for the organization. So this all about the civil service. Now we will go to discuss the financial management.